When we think of World War I, we often picture muddy trenches and devastating battles. But what truly made this conflict different from any war before it was the incredible and terrifying leap in military technology. Imagine being a soldier in 1914, trained in traditional warfare, only to face weapons that seemed to come straight from a nightmare. The machine gun, particularly the infamous Maxim gun, could fire 600 rounds per minute. That's 10 bullets every second. A single machine gun team could hold off hundreds of advancing soldiers, turning open fields into deadly killing zones. This weapon alone fundamentally changed how battles were fought, forcing armies to dig those notorious trenches we associate with the war. But the horror didn't stop there. In 1915, the battlefield witnessed something even more terrifying: chemical warfare. The first major gas attack at Ypres, Belgium, introduced the world to a weapon that didn't discriminate between soldier and civilian. Chlorine gas turned the air yellow-green, burning lungs and drowning victims in their own fluid. Later came mustard gas, which caused excruciating chemical burns and blisters. The mere sight of a gas cloud approaching was enough to cause panic among even the most hardened soldiers. Then came the tanks. Imagine being a German soldier in 1916, seeing these metal monsters emerging from the morning mist at the Battle of the Somme. While early tanks were slow and unreliable, they marked the beginning of mechanized warfare. The psychological impact was enormous. How do you fight a rolling fortress of steel? The battlefield wasn't limited to the ground anymore either. For the first time in history, the skies became a theater of war. What started with reconnaissance planes quickly evolved into aerial combat. The romantic image of the flying ace was born, but the reality was far from glamorous. These early dogfights were brutal, with pilots fighting in open cockpits, often without parachutes. The sound was described as drums of death, and the shelling could last for days, pushing men to the brink of madness. What made World War I so lethal wasn't just these individual weapons, it was their combined effect. Imagine being pinned down by machine gun fire while artillery shells explode around you, gas drifts across no man's land, and planes strafe your position from above. This perfect storm of military technology turned the war into an industrial-scale meat grinder that claimed over 9 million military lives. The weapons of World War I didn't just change the battlefield, they changed warfare forever. They ushered in an era where technology, not just bravery or numbers, would determine the outcome of conflicts. It was a harsh lesson written in the blood of millions, reminding us that with each advancement in military technology, warfare becomes more efficient at its terrible purpose.